What's up, everybody? DFS Hero here, back with another video. I'm going to continue with this massive update and walk you guys through the next awesome new feature on DFS Hero. This is one of those most requested features that we've had, and we're very excited for two reasons. One, it's been a long time coming. We've done a lot of iterations, a lot of different variations to get this tool to be, exactly where we wanted it to. We wanted it to be unique. We wanted it to be different from, what's available in the industry, and we wanted it to be powerful and give you guys insights into, how you should be constructing your single entry lineup. The second thing that's exciting for us is it helps a large group of users that we haven't really catered to. DFS Hero is a lot. There's a lot of data. There's a lot you can do. And there's many people out there that just want to build a single bullet. And it's very exciting to finally be able to, reach those people and come close to them, and give them something that will help them equally, to how our multi-entry users are reaping the benefits. So hand build mode is available for everyone. It's available for both essential users and power users. And it's a very easy, intuitive way to build out your lineup. I'm going to walk you guys through it right now. Right down here where we have the advanced settings drawer, there's now a new button, which is this Lego icon. Clicking that opens the hand build drawer, and we'll go from top to bottom, and I'll walk you guys through everything. But I want to call out just a few things that separate us from the rest, and I think there are features you guys are going to love. So starting with the summary metrics, very self-explanatory. As you build out your lineup, all of these values change. You have projection, sum of ownership, value, salary used, salary remaining, and average remaining per available lineup slot. One of our unique pieces here is this deviation calculation that we have created. I'll hover over this so you guys can read it while I'm talking about it. But for single entry especially, deviation off of the optimal is tricky. You don't want to be too chalky. You don't want to be too close to the optimal. You also don't want to be too contrarian. So finding the right balance between chalkiness and ownership fade is crucial to winning, with single entry lineups or bullets even. So we spent a lot of time trying to come up with a formula of how best to measure deviation in a way that's actionable and shows the user, where that balance should be. So deviation percent does exactly that. It uses multiple factors, number of games, number of players, positional scarcity, ownership metrics, optimal calculations, to find that sort of sweet spot of just the right amount of deviation. And we do that with just this color coded value. Sorry. Red obviously means you're either too chalky or too contrarian, and green is we believe you're in that sweet spot of deviation for a plus EV lineup. I really think you guys are gonna love this deviation calculation, and it's going to be very useful for all the hand builders and single entry players out there. Moving on now to the lineup. There's two ways to go about selecting players. The first way is the simple click here to select a player. It opens your table. You can go in and analyze whatever data you want, use whatever metrics you want to choose the players that you want to put in your lineup slot. The players are filtered by the position, they're filtered by salary remaining, and they're filtered by only available players. So if you selected someone in a different slot, they will not appear in the table. I'll choose quickly for now. The second way, which is a, again, unique ad that we wanted to do, was with recommendations. So we have three categories of recommendations: hot, value, and leverage. Hot is the hottest player at the position with the constraints that are, present. Value is the highest value player, and leverage is the highest leverage player based on optimals and ownership. Selecting a player from one of these recommendations will automatically evaluate all of the remaining players and give the appropriate recommendations for the remaining lineup slots. So I'm just going to choose recommendations here. I don't know if salary will be great, is not great, but I'm not going to spend time now crafting the perfect lineup. So that's essentially your lineup selection piece. And there's one more part, which is the coolest part of hand build mode, that I'm going to walk you guys through now. So I'm going to clear my lineup. And I'm going to point you to this Get Optimal Benchmarks button. Get Optimal Benchmarks essentially calculates on the fly the optimal lineup for you. And it allows you to apply that optimal into your lineup slot that you can then pivot off players that you want to remove, simpler than, crafting the whole lineup yourself. So using the optimal benchmarks, this is the optimal lineup. I can go in and, let's get rid of Towns. Let's add Allen. That's not a great example because the salary difference is crazy, but you get the point, where you can swap out 1, 2, 3 players to find leverage and pivot off of. When you calculate optimal benchmarks, you also get this lineup performance card. So lineup performance is automatically, adjusting based on the changes you make, and shows you two key things. It shows you the projection score, and that is how your projection, is against the optimal projection. In this case, it's identical because we are using the optimal. And contrarian score is how your ownership fares versus the optimal ownership. So in this case, poor because we are at optimal ownership in this case. If I make an adjustment, let's say we used Allen, the projection score will probably be horrible because we lost a significant amount of projection, but the contrarian score increased because we faded more ownership by making that swap. So lineup performance is a very easy way for you to understand how close you need to be with the adjustments you're making, and in combination with the deviation score, gives you a very solid understanding of how strong your lineup is for the contest you are playing. So I'm going to clear this out one more time. I'm just going to go with all of the recommendations here. And you see, you got the lineup performance immediately when that lineup was fully populated. If you want to redo your optimal calculation, let's say time has passed or whatever, you can just close it out, click Get Optimal Benchmarks again. And as long as your lineup is populated, you'll get the lineup performance. If your lineup is cleared, you can apply the optimal to start from there. So that is it. In a nutshell, I'm happy because this is the 7th time I've tried to record this video, and I think we finally got it. So yeah, we're very excited for this feature. As always, guys, if there's anything you want to see different, if there's anything you want us to add, we're welcome to all ideas, all features, and this tool is all about, helping you guys out. So we want, your insight to be the driver of everything that we create. Let us know in Discord what you think. We hope it's very helpful for you, and we're excited to get this out. Thank you guys so much. Bye.